Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the thrilling, chaotic, and occasionally bankrupting world of roulette. Now, for those of you who think a roulette table is just a fancy lazy Susan for adults, buckle up. We're going to break down the odds, the strategies, and the sheer, unadulterated panic one experiences when that little white ball starts bouncing around like a hyperactive hamster in a china shop. Because understanding this game isn't just about winning, it's about not losing your shirt, your watch, and possibly your car keys in the process. Let's spin the metaphorical wheel, shall we? Roulette, folks. It's a game steeped in history, shrouded in mystery, and probably responsible for more celebratory champagne showers than a Formula One podium. We're talking centuries of gamblers, from French aristocrats in powdered wigs to, well, probably you hoping to defy the odds and strike it rich. The thing is, roulette, at its core, is a game of chance. It's designed to give the house a little edge, a tiny statistical advantage that over time adds up to a whole lot of your hard-earned cash in their pockets. But don't despair, because while you can't predict the future, and if you can, please call my bookie, you can arm yourself with knowledge. And that, my friends, is what we're here to do. Method 1 of 3. Placing inside and outside bets. Alright, let's talk strategy. And no, closing your eyes and blindly placing a bet on your lucky number isn't a strategy, no matter what your horoscope told you this morning. In roulette, you've got two main types of bets: inside bets and outside bets. Think of it like this. Inside bets are like that risky but potentially lucrative investment your financial advisor keeps warning you about. They're specific, they're bold, and they come with the potential for big rewards, but also big risks. Outside bets, on the other hand, are more like your trusty index fund, steady, reliable, and unlikely to make you a millionaire overnight. But hey, at least you're not betting your life savings on a single spin. Before you even think about throwing down your hard-earned cash on a real roulette table, let's talk practice. And no, I'm not suggesting you build a roulette wheel out of your grandma's dining room table, although if you do, send pictures. Many casinos offer free tables, a chance to get your feet wet, spin the wheel, and learn the ropes without the risk of losing your shirt. Think of it as a test drive for your gambling skills. You can also find free online roulette games, or if you're feeling really ambitious, buy a home set. The point is, the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the different types of bets, the odds, and the general flow of the game. Okay, let's talk inside bets. These are the ones that get your heart racing, the ones where you can practically taste the champagne as the wheel spins. Inside bets are all about picking specific numbers or groups of numbers on the roulette table. Want to bet on your lucky number 7? Go for it. Feeling lucky about 13? Even though everyone tells you it's unlucky, knock yourself out. The allure of inside bets is the potential payout. Hit a single number straight up, and you're looking at a glorious 35-to-1 return on your bet. That means for every dollar you wager, you win $35 back plus your original dollar. You can also spread your risk a bit by betting on combinations of numbers. Split your bet between two adjacent numbers, bet on a street of 3 numbers in a row, or even go for a corner bet on 4 numbers. Now, if the thought of putting all your eggs in one numerical basket gives you anxiety, then outside bets are your new best friend. These bets are placed on the outer sections of the roulette table, and they cover broader categories, like red or black, odd or even, or groups of numbers. The payouts are smaller, typically 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, but your chances of winning are significantly higher. Think of it like this. You're basically betting on the flip of a coin, with slightly worse odds because of that pesky little green 0, and sometimes double 0 on the American wheel. But hey, at least you're not staring down the barrel of a 1 in 38 chance of winning, like you are with a single number bet. Now, just because outside bets are considered safer, doesn't mean you can't get strategic with them. In fact, one common strategy is to spread your bets across multiple outside options. For example, you could place a bet on even and a bet on black. Why? Because if the ball lands on a black even number, you win both bets. It's like having your cake and eating it too. Except your cake is a pile of casino chips, and you're probably not supposed to eat those. You can also play with different combinations of outside bets, like betting on a column and a dozen, or even combining outside bets with inside bets for a bit of a wild card. The key is to find a balance between risk and reward that you're comfortable with. Let's be honest, outside bets sounds a bit like a rejected boy band name, but don't let that fool you. There's a surprising amount of variety to these wagers. You've got your classics, red or black, odd or even, simple, straightforward, like a first date at a casino-themed restaurant. Then you've got your high-low bets, where you're wagering on whether the ball will land on a number between 1 and 18 or 19 and 36. It's like betting on whether the roulette ball is feeling youthful or over the hill. And finally, we have the dozens and columns bets, where you can bet on a group of 12 numbers, 1 to 12, 13 to 24, 25 to 36, or one of the 3 vertical columns on the roulette table. These bets offer a 2-to-1 payout, which is nothing to sneeze at. Now back to the high-stakes, high-reward world of inside bets. We've already talked about the straight-up bet, where you put all your hopes and dreams on a single number. But there are other ways to play the inside game. You can split your bet between 2 adjacent numbers, essentially hedging your bets and giving yourself a slightly better chance of winning. Or you can go for a street bet, covering 3 numbers in a row with a single wager. There's even a corner bet, where you place your chips at the intersection of 4 numbers. And for the true daredevils, there's the 6-line bet, covering 2 adjacent rows of numbers. The payouts for these inside bets vary, but they're all significantly higher than the outside bets. Just remember, with great risk comes the potential for great reward, but also the potential for great disappointment. This might sound like something out of a spy movie, but paying attention to the roulette wheel and the game itself can actually give you a slight edge. Now, I'm not talking about some elaborate scheme involving magnets or lasers. I'm talking about basic observation. Watch the wheel as it spins. Is there a slight wobble? Does the ball seem to land in certain sections more often than others? While this could just be random chance, some players swear by these subtle patterns. You can also observe other players' bets. Are there any trends? Are people gravitating towards certain numbers or sections of the wheel? Again, this information might not be foolproof, but it can give you a sense of the table's energy, which, let's be honest, is half the fun of gambling in the first place. Okay, before we unleash you on the world of roulette, a few final words of wisdom. First, remember that roulette is a game of chance. No amount of strategy or observation can guarantee you a win. Set a budget before you start playing and stick to it. Think of it like a first date. Decide how much you're willing to spend before you walk in, and don't go over budget, even if the roulette wheel whispers sweet nothings in your ear. Second, don't chase your losses. We've all been there, but throwing good money after bad is a recipe for disaster. And finally, remember to have fun. Roulette is a game, and games are supposed to be enjoyable. So relax, place your bets, and let the good times and hopefully some winnings roll. Well, there you have it, folks. The ins and outs, the highs and lows, the potential triumphs and inevitable facepalms of roulette. Remember, it's all a game of chance, but with a little bit of knowledge and a healthy dose of luck, maybe, just maybe, you can spin your way to victory. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on navigating the thrilling world of casino games. And as always, gamble responsibly.